Chapter 1. Hook. Most people think prediction markets are just gambling. They're wrong. In the last 2 years, these platforms have gone from niche websites to multi-billion-dollar exchanges, and the people who understand them now are the ones who will have an edge, other those who learn about them in the future. Here's how they actually work.
Transition! Okay.
Chapter 2. What is a prediction market? So, what is Kalshi and Polymarket? Well, they're prediction markets, which are exactly what they sound like. A market where you trade on predictions, but instead of trading stocks or crypto, you're trading the outcome of real-world events. Will Trump win the next election? Will Bitcoin hit 100k this year? Or who wins the Super Bowl? Each of these is a contract, and each contract has a price. That price is a market's best guess at the probability. Here's the key idea. It's called wisdom of the crowd. Instead of one expert giving you an opinion, you've got thousands of people putting real money behind what they believe. That creates prices that are often more accurate than polls or analysts. Think of it like this. The stock market doesn't tell you what a company is worth. It tells you what everyone collectively thinks it's worth. Prediction markets do the same thing, but for events instead of companies. Chapter 3. How the prices work. Alright, this is the number one thing that confuses beginners, so listen closely. Contracts trade between 1 cent and 99 cents. The price in cent equals a market's implied probability. So if a US contract is trading at 65 cents, that means the market thinks there's about a 65% chance that it's going to happen. Simple math. If you buy a yes at 65 cents and you're right, it settles at $1, you profit 35 cents per contract, but you risk 65 cents to make 35. And if you're wrong, it goes to zero. You lose what you paid. So, if you buy 100 contracts at 65 cents, you're putting up $65. If you win, you get $100 back, which is 35 profit. And if you lose, that 65 is gone. Here's what's important. You're not betting against the house. There is no house. These platforms are peer-to-peer. Every yes has a no on the other side. The platforms just take a small fee for matching the trades. This is fundamentally different from sportsbooks, where the house sets the lines and profits when you lose. Here, the platforms don't care who wins or loses. They make money from volume, not from beating you. And this is what enables you to potentially have an edge. Chapter 4. Yes versus no. Buy yes if you think the event happens. Buy no if you think it doesn't. But here's the part most tutorials skip. You can also sell contracts to take the opposite position. If yes is at 65 cents and you think that's way too high, you can sell yes. Selling yes at 65 means you collect 65 cents now, but you miss out on the $1 if it happens. In simple terms, buy yes means you think it's more likely than the price says, and sell yes or buy NO means you think it's less likely than the price says. This matters because it means you can profit whether you're bullish or bearish on an outcome. You don't need things to happen, you just need to be right about the probability. If both yes and no contracts equal less than $1, you can take an arbitrage position and lock in the profit. I will explain this more in depthly in a future video. Comment arbitrage so I know you are interested. Chapter 5. Kalshi vs Polymarket. Two main platforms you'll hear about. Kalshi is US regulated. It uses fiat currency, the US dollar. It's the only CFTC regulated prediction market in the US. So I like to think of it as a legitimate option. It's a clean app, easy deposits, feels like a brokerage. Then there's Polymarket. Polymarket is crypto based. It runs on blockchain. It uses USDC. It's more global. There are more markets and there's lots of volume, especially on politics and world events. Feels more like a crypto exchange. Both work the same under the hood. Same contract structure, similar pricing. The difference is regulation, funding method, and which markets are available. For a beginner, I'd start a Polymarket. It's just more simple. There's no ID checks. No sharing a social security number, which when you're from outside the US, is quite difficult. Therefore, there's no waiting, you just deposit and trade. If you aren't in a country where you use either of these platforms, I'll make a video showing you how. So make sure you're subscribed. Chapter 6, your first trade. Do a live trade example. I'm on Polymarket here, and the contract is: will the US confirm that aliens exist by ... It's very unlikely, so I'm just gonna choose December 31st here. No, because I think it's not going to happen. Just gonna move my head. $100 would get you 114. Now, as an example of what would happen if you selected yes, which is less likely to happen, therefore you generate more. You're buying shares at 14 cents there. Cool. Now I'm going to provide an example trade on Kalshi. Here's the World Cup. It's the first game, Mexico versus South Africa. The favourite here is Mexico, but say we want it to go no, so South Africa to win. Put a nice $100 on that. You'd get 307 back. I'll show you an example if you went for the favourite instead, which is Mexico. $100 would get you 39 back. So it's just a quick example of how the yes and no share price and examples work here. Here's the one other thing that beginners don't realise, is you don't have to wait for settlement. If news breaks and, for example, the price jumps from 42 cents to 75 cents, you can sell right there and lock in your profit, just like a stock. Another tip would be to use limit orders instead of market orders. Market orders fill instantly, but they cost more in fees and slippage. And limit orders, let you name your price, so you pay lower fees, but they might not fill if the price doesn't drop to the price you were looking at getting in at. Chapter 7, the big picture.
Markets matter beyond just making money on trades. They're turning the world into a tradable information layer. Elections, policy decisions, and economic data, all of it becomes priced in real time by people putting money behind their beliefs. That data is valuable even if you never place a trade yourself. And we're still early. Most people don't know these platforms exist. If you want to stay ahead of this, I post the contracts I'm watching, my actual positions, bots I use, and my reasoning in my Telegram at EdgeALock. Like this video if it helped, subscribe for more prediction market breakdowns, drop any questions in the comments. I read all of them. Find your edge and lock in.